if you are standing in the both legs, so that is a normal asana. If you are standing with the support of only one leg, that is a balancing. Otherwise, you give the hand support, that is a hand support and balancing asanas. So this way you can match your classification. You can classify it based on the starting position or final position. If the starting position based on the Prarambhik Sthiti, you can classify it as a standing asana, sitting asana, prone position, supine asana. In the final position asana, final position is forward bending, backward bending, like this you can classify, right? So you can put the all asanas in the two aspect. For example, Paschimottanasana, what kind of asana? If you
Forward bend.
forward bend, why you telling the forward bending asanas?
Sitting asana also we can say.
So you can say sitting asana and forward bend asana. Two
Yes,
kind,
sir.
you give the two aspect. In the starting position, if based on the starting position, you give the name Paschimottanasana, is a sitting asana. You based on the final question, that is a forward bending asana. So this way you can classify all asanas in the particular way, right?
Sir, in exam, if examiner asks us, how can we understand at what base he is asking starting position or final position?
They will not ask like this. They may ask the question how to classify the asanas. Like this, that time you can give the, we can classify the asanas in the, you can explain like this. They ask simple question, how you classify the asanas. That time you can give. Some asanas we are telling cultural asana, meditative asana. Cultural asana is a common term. For we are doing the Hatha Yoga practice, these asanas are cultural asanas. Then meditative asanas, some meditation asanas there. That meditation asanas are Vajrasana, Sukhasana, Swastikasana, like this. In the relaxation asanas, what are the relaxation asanas? Standing position, simple Tadasana without raising hand. In the sitting position, you can sit in the Sasankasana. In the prone position, Makarasana. Supine position, Savasana. Like this, you can give the relaxation, relaxative asanas. So one more thing you do remember in Hatha Yoga Pradipika. The Hatha Yoga Pradipika names are different. Asanas are different. If you visit the Hatha Yoga Pradipika, there one asanas are there, Dhanurasana. How to do Dhanurasana according to Hatha Yoga Pradipika? So 15 asanas are there. You see the asanas we are doing actually, our cultural asana we are doing in the prone position. Bend your both legs, catch hold of the ankle and rise up the, stretch out the leg, you reach the bow pose, right? That's a Dhanurasana. But in Hatha Yoga Pradipika, giving the command like the Akarana Dhanurasana. As like a Rama doing the bow, like this, how our position, the telephone pose. One leg in the sitting position, you bring one leg to the near Karana, Akarana Dhanurasana. That is a Dhanurasana. Like this, Machyasana. How to do the Machyasana? Ramesh ji, you just
Same,
like you
same
say,
hand.
same hand, same side. You just stitch, yeah. Another hand should keep in the another leg, big toe. Yes, yes, yes. This is a perfect Akarana Dhanurasana. There is a name mentioned Dhanurasana only. According to Hatha Yoga Pradipika, we want to do the Dhanurasana like this. Then Machyasana. In Machyasana, how to perform Machyasana? We know the Machyasana in the supine position. That time we are put the Padmasana and reach the supine pose. But in Hatha Yoga Pradipika, not like this. Machyasana mention mean Ardha Machendrasana. Right? Like this, the name is different, but asana's position is different. You have to visit the Mahadeva Pradipika. I think our material also name asana's position is different. Yes, this is a Machi asana according to Hadayoga Pradipika.
Sir, this is not Ardha Machendrasana?
Not in Ardha Machendrasana. Machendrasana means that is a Purna Machendrasana only. But we are doing Ardha Machendrasana.
In Shashankasan, in book, the position is given. It is somewhat different in Shashankasan. In book, position is given is different. Whether after Vajrasan we have to raise on knee and then bend, or we have to.
Sasangasana only first reach the Vajrasana.
Yeah.
From the Vajrasana, you just give small space between the knee joint, between the both thighs. Then only you can reach the Sasangasana, your forehead on the mat. So you reach the up to level. That time you just keep your hands in very freely. Your hands should be completely surrender to the ground and head surrender to the ground. Your stomach surrender to your thigh muscles. So that is a perfect relaxed position. So if you have some stiffness, that is not a relaxation asana. We are giving some. You just keep both hands in the front side. Front side as like front. Just to keep it. Up to the elbow, you keep the up to elbow. Keep the correct. Up to elbow, you surrender the hands to the floor. Yeah, this is a position.
Sorry to interrupt, sir. Actually,
yes,
Nehaji, you also showed the asana which is in the book, correct? Sir, now you explained the both thighs, that the knee joint should be apart. Some say the knee should be joined perfect in Vajrasana and then go down. So what are we going to do?
Based on the individual. Some people having the tummy, that time cannot forward bend, that time your thigh is together. How can reach the forehead to the mat? That time they cannot. The aim is relaxation. How the people get the relaxation? So if they're comfortable, he is a complete flexible body, that time they can lay down on the thigh. They can. But some people's forward bending is difficult. That time you just split up the leg. That time they can reach the. That time head should be reached to the floor. That time head should be reached to the floor means the flow is very easy for the. In the sitting asanas they are doing much more bending asanas. That time the blood flow reach to the brain. That time you just keep in the front. And also if you are doing the jal neti, that time you want to remove the all jala, so that sasangasana will help. So
and sir, what about the picture shown in the book which Nehaji showed now?
Yeah. That is yeah.
So there are very contradictory things coming up.
Many variations
so
are.
a little bit confused about one asana only. There are so many aspects.
Yes.
What are we going to prepare?
We took only one asana for example from the different kind of textbook.
Correct.
So that's why.
Okay.
What problem here? Any tradition, any school, wherever you go, they are giving some modification.
Correct.
Their identification. If I am conducting yoga with the Gurukul here, I take photo for my photo, my asana's photo. I telling this is the right.
Correct.
So I'm telling like this, all tradition, they are following in one way. Why the same asana, if the same asanas, for example, bigger school of yoga and SV Asa doing the Surya Namaskar.
Correct.
But they are making some difference. For example, our Guruji doing asanas, Surya Namaskar, steps are same, but only leg position is different. And yes, we are adding the Sasangasana in the Surya Namaskar. Why? For the differentiation. They want to show some different. I am not copy the other tradition.
Other.
So that's why they are doing some little bit changes, but our concept, what we are do, so we have to do we have to know about the all tradition. So okay, we are not locked in a particular system. So we have to see, okay, bigger school of yoga school, they are doing like this. Yes, we are doing like this. And they are giving the particular benefit for this. They are justify why we are doing like this. That justification is very important for us. So as a therapist, we are not committed in a particular tradition. Okay, this tradition showing like this tradition giving like this. So like this, we have to study. Bhagavad Gita telling the same concept here, Chaitra Chaitranya, about Atman. But in a Sankhya, they are telling Purusha Prakriti. In yoga, telling the Drishta Drishyam. In Vedanta, telling Atman, Anatman. Like this, so the same meaning, but same asanas, they are giving some modification or some unification. So that purpose, some uniqueness. So that's why they are giving that.
So, sir, to be very clear about it, in our YCB level 6, how are we going to perform our asanas?
Any one tradition you follow. That time, if they ask, we can say that time, okay, I am following this tradition.
Okay.
For example, if you are doing the Surya Namaskar, that time you go to the Sasangasana and go to the asana, that time asking, why you do this Sasangasana? I following this tradition. But at that time, they will ask the tradition. Based on the Dhirendra Brahmachari, you have to practice. That time the examiner asks the particular tradition. That time you perform that particular tradition.
Okay. So we need to know all the traditions in level 6.
Not both, all tradition. Okay. The
Every
book,
day we have to go to Bihar, we have to go to this, all that. So we have to be aware of everything small.
Yeah. APMB book, the Asana, Pranayama, Mudra Bandha book is a bigger school of yoga. The most of the diagram we are using the material. So that tradition you have to. Some pictures are taken from our Guruji photos. So like this, you have to know. But universally in the YCB exam conducting universal. So whatever tradition you can follow.
Okay.
They accept all tradition in the YCB examination. The board, Moraji Desai University telling, they're giving the guideline. Any tradition they have to follow, accept it.
Okay.
Sir,
that's fine.
Sir, in Dhirendra Brahmachari Surya Namaskar, there is one confusion for me. In fifth position, we have to join our palms or only backward arch.
So if you do the joint or you give the near to your both hands or split your hands, so only you reach the final position for back bending as like a Virasana. So I hope the effect is both hands together. You reach the back. That is a little effect, high effect. It is a very nice to see the asanas. The asana position is very nicely. It is a structure is very perfect structure. If your hands are together, it is a little back, little asanas. It is also same effect, but it is look like a good.
Okay.
Palms together.
Thank you.
Sir, in Virasana, both legs should be forward facing or one forward facing and one transverse.
Which asana?
In Virasana. Position of leg where we are facing, we are bending, it is forward bend, forward facing. And another foot is transverse facing. Or should be in the same direction, or should be in the same direction?
Point outside, na, sir?
Both.
Yeah, toes out. If you do the Surya Namaskar in the position of the backbending asanas, that time your balancing is a very, very important. What kind your leg position is should be balanced. Leg position is a base of support. That base of support will be should be strong because stira is an important definition. Then sukha, stira sukha. So position is approximately you reach the particular position, but stira is important. If you the toes out or toes in, that time you confuse. That time you are balancing missing. So missing, if the balancing missing, we get down. So that is not ideal. So always be aware on the asanas. That time you reach the very smoothly and easily you reach the position. Then the stable, and then you reach the final position. In the final position also you feel is good. That is you achieved the asana.
Okay. So it is first we have to steer.
Yeah.
And sir, in exam, is there any compulsion how many seconds to hold an asana, or they will tell us to be relaxed or something like that?
Yes, Mata. You cannot fix the duration for your own self. You can fix the duration of the particular asana in the final position based on the training.
Okay.
How they are beginning. In the beginning, we can give the only 10 seconds. If you be aware and then they are getting some trembling or swearing, that time you immediately you give the command is reduce. Or in one asana, everyone do the asana for example, Tadasana. They can hold it for 30 seconds. But Salabhasana, not possible. That time Salabhasana in the beginning you give the 5 seconds, next week you give the 10 seconds and the 30 seconds, like this you increase step by step. Patient or a trainer, anyway you fix the time based on the people's, right?
So that is clear with me, but for us in examination, when they tell us to perform an asana, so we have to hold according to our capacity, or they will tell us that you have to hold for this much seconds. That I wanted to know.
Just
For
minute.
teaching is that's fine, that we have to go according to the capacity of a sadhak. But for us, when they ask us in the examination, that was my point of view.
Mata, sorry, Mata, I'm in the aware in the outside. What is your question, Mata?
The question was for when we are going to appear for the exam, they will ask us particular asana to perform, correct? So at that time, we have to stay according to our capacity, or at least we have to say for 30 seconds, 10 seconds, according to the examination. What are the criteria about that? That I wanted to know.
Yes, Mata. We are doing the asanas for examination. We are doing 4 asanas.
Correct.
3 asanas, normal asana. 3 asana, easy asanas. They are giving name. All easy asanas, you have to maintain at least 30 seconds. At least 30 seconds. In the advanced asana, they may expect 30 seconds or 1 minute. Advanced asana is difficult to maintain 1 minute, but at least 30 seconds. They will give the command, please relax, like this. They will give within 30 seconds, they will give the command. Otherwise, you maintain the 30 seconds and come back. No problem. One thing I advise to you, not only for you, any yoga practitioner. The practitioner not easy to maintain the final position at any point of time. Release the asana and come back.
That's true.
While doing asana, you also give the command like this. For example, if you giving the command, okay, inhale, rise up your both hands and continue the bend back. Ardha Chakrasana, people reached. you telling the command. Okay, once you reach the final position, watch your breathing, maintain the asana for 30 seconds. That time, watch breathing. So inhalation, they are bending back. After they reach the final position, you should give the one command without forget. You give the command, bring attention on the normal breathing. Any asana. All asana starting breathing is different and ending breathing is different. Once asana reached, the normal breathing should reach to the normal breathing. That time you give the command 30 seconds or 10 seconds like this, you are giving command. Okay, if you give the 30 seconds, the peoples are doing mentally prepare 30 seconds. But some peoples in the classroom, many people are there, 5, 6 people are only one people not possible to maintain even 5 seconds. That time you every asanas you give the command. If you feel uneasy, you can release the asana without my instruction at any point of the time, right? So if you feel uneasy, you can release the asana at any point of time without my instruction. So like this, you give a command. After that, continue the word. Otherwise, you can maintain the asana. Right? Are you got it what I'm saying here? While command, for example, Pachimatanasana. I'm teaching Pachimatanasana. Okay, sit in the Dandasana. Relax your legs. Okay. Rise up while exhale fully and then inhale, rise up your both hands over the head. Again, well inhale and continue to the exhale. While exhaling, come forward, catch hold your big toes. Again, your exhale out and try to touch your forehead to the knees. Once reach the final position, you take normal breathing. You should maintain the asana for 30 seconds. If you feel uneasy, you can release the asana at any point of the time without my instruction. Otherwise, you can maintain the asana. So this command will take 5 seconds or 10 seconds. Remind, you give the command next to after the 15 seconds. 15 seconds are over. 15 seconds more. Please maintain. Then 5 seconds more. After the 5 seconds, you tell, okay, get ready to release the asana. Exhale fully. Then inhale, come back. Then slowly exhale, bring down your both hands. Like this, your breathing pattern, your command and the counting like this, you give. So that time, that maintenance is not difficult. Amita ji, are you okay?
Yes, sir. Thanks a lot. Thank you.
Sir, Chandravedi Pranayam, from which Granth?
Chandravedic Pranayam.
Yes, sir. In which classical text Chandrabhedi Pranayam is described?
Even Tirumandram, the textbooks are not recommended Chandrabhedan, only therapeutic aspect we are using the opposite function. The Surya Bedan only, the textbooks are giving the Surya Bedan, but Chandrabhedan, no books are giving the reference.
Okay.
I am telling about the traditional book, Upanishad or Tirumandram, like this. But that books are not mentioned, Chandrabhedan. Our therapeutic purpose only, now modern yogas only we are using. For therapeutic purpose, we know the effect of Surya Bedan. The opposite effects may we get. That's why the therapeutic aspect they are giving this Chandrabhedan. Okay, so tomorrow morning we will meet. The students are waiting. I move to the offline class here. Thank you for your presence. Everyone keep studying and discuss with